$9,999 in the whole world. I got one of them right here. What's up, everybody? I'm Bradley Hasemeyer, and today I am super excited to be talking to you about this. No, it's not just a black box that has the name Citizen on top. It's what's in the box. Promaster Blue Angels Skyhawk. This thing is a limited edition, tons of functionality, and it looks beautiful. But before we get going, I wanted to reminisce a little bit. I remember being a kid and going to air shows to see the Blue Angels. Do you guys know the Blue Angels? It's these guys. Whatever you think you're good at, you're not nearly as good at it as these guys. So Citizen knew, hey, this is a good group to work with. So in 1986, they decided, let's collaborate. And then every few years, they come out with a new iteration of a Blue Angels Skyhawk. And this year, limited to $9,999, they've got their brand new one. Now I know what you're thinking, Bradley, can you just stop talking and can we look at the watch? Can we unbox the watch? And the answer is yes. So let's unbox. All right, now nobody really presents watches like Citizen. So when this thing came in the mail, I was already excited. What's it gonna be? And then, check this out. Look at that! What in the world? Does anyone else package their watches as good as Citizen? Look at this. And it's not just for looks, look at this. It's a functioning helmet. Da-da, it opens all the way up. So what amazing presentation right out of the gate, right? Love this thing. I love how it looks, how it's displayed. Instantly, there's a couple of things you're gonna recognize. We're gonna get to the hands-on in just a second, but I wanna start off with some specs. The official name is the JY8128-56L. It's limited, like I said, to only 9,999 units. It has a stainless steel 46mm case, features a stainless steel H-link bracelet, as well as sapphire crystal glass. It runs off of EcoDrive tech. It has luminous hands and markers, 3 separate polished angles on the watch. Also, and just as important as pretty much everything else, is the bi-directional rotating slide rule bezel. All right, so let's get hands-on. So the first thing you notice when you pick this up is it's not very heavy. I love that. I was doing some research and I thought, is this titanium? But it's not, it's stainless steel. I love the colorway, the blue, the white, the yellow. It's a nod to the Blue Angels. It's so classic, looks great. There's so much going on here on the watch face, but it's not too busy, right? You can just glance down and still see the luminous hands. It's not too rugged, it's not too luxury, it's kind of right in between. There's plenty of watches that have like tons of dials and bezels and all kinds of measurements, but ultimately I just want to know the time. Usually that's why you have a watch. Of course, this is part of the Promaster collection. And Promaster is kind of like for those people out there who are like, I do the really cool stuff that you dream about. And it's for all those watches that are gonna help you go deeper, go further, go higher. This is actually an instrument. This is a tool. This is something that actually is used by people on airplanes when they need to make calculations and check world time, and they're flying across the world and they want to make sure that they're on time, and the automatic timekeeping, like all of that is built in here. I love that it's limited edition as well. 9,999 in the whole world. I got one of them right here. It tells you it's a limited edition, numbered 2,143, so you have the actual numbering on the back. There's a super cool Blue Angels logo on the back. I love that. Just in case you were like, wait, what collection is this from? And obviously, I'm not a pilot. I'm not good looking enough to be a pilot. One of my best friends is a pilot in the military, and he has this watch. He uses it as a slide rule all the time for fuel calculations because he says it's quicker for him to look at his wrist, turn this, and figure out how much fuel is left instead of typing something in the computer while they're flying. So I like that this is actually being used on airplanes by pilots the way it was intended to be used. Also, of course, EcoDrive. Now, if you don't know Citizen's EcoDrive, you're missing out on something. This essentially is a technology which harnesses any light. What about a campfire? Yeah. The ring light? Yeah. The sun? Yes. The light on the back of my phone? Yes. If it's light, it's powering this watch. Essentially absorbs that light, stores it in the watch, and then uses it. You're not having to go to the store and buy a new battery for your watch, and it has a power reserve up to 180 days. It also has atomic timekeeping. It uses radio signals. Do you even remember what a radio is? To communicate between the watch and a central point of reference. So here in America, it's somewhere in Colorado, and it's broadcasting out. So this watch is picking that up. It tells you on the watch whether you have a high signal, a medium signal, a low signal, or no signal, in which case you can manually set it. Not only do you have to not worry about your watch being wrong, but it's gonna be correct up to 1 second margin of error over 100,000 years. Who's the guy who had to measure that? How old is that guy? 100,000 years old, I guess, and he's like 1 second off. Okay, I think you're gonna be fine. Some of the sub dials here give you a ton of extra usability in this watch. One of them displays where the atomic timekeeping is coming from. There's also a power reserve indicator. You can have a 99-minute countdown. There are 2 digital displays on here. It's backlit, so you can hit a little button and you get this kind of warm orange glow. There's a 24-hour clock on here and a UTC clock on here. No matter where you are, you know what time it is somewhere. The Perpetual calendar is built in. Timer, you have a timer on here as well. You can also have these dual times. So right now I have it set to NYC and LAX because I'm traveling to LA in a couple of days. I will say I was trying to figure out this rotating bezel thing. Like, this could be cool. Like, while I'm outside, I can see how fast am I running or something like that. It was very complicated for me. Clearly, I chose the art side and not the math side of school. I love the way it fits. I like that the 3 and the 9 are these big numbers. Also, there's some cool design elements with the 12 and the 6 being kind of like runway indicators. So the 12 looks like you're approaching the runway. And the 6 is like you're leaving the runway, or maybe it's the other way around. It's a nod to the Blue Angels and to pilots, so I love that. Also, look at how it just fits with what I'm wearing. Just jacket, t-shirt. I just love the way this looks, man. All right, so there you go. What do you think, huh? I mean, clearly to me, Citizen's made a beautiful watch. It's luxurious. It is an instrument. It is a tool. It looks awesome. It keeps great time. So what about you? Would you Skyhawk? Is this something you're interested in? I mean, you could buy it just for this. This thing's pretty awesome. Let me know in the comments below. Of course, make sure you were following Citizen Watch US on social for up-to-the-minute watch drops and daily wrist inspiration. If you have any more questions or you want some more details about this watch, make sure you head to the website. But for now, my friends, it's time for me to head off into the great blue yonder. I'm gonna go become a pilot now, because look, that's it, right? That's all it takes. Remember to have a great day and enjoy your time.